Yo, what is good, you guys? In this video, I'm going to cover some of the pretty serious complaints about the recent update, but real quick, remember that we shouldn't hate too hard. Y'all gotta acknowledge that the devs put a lot of work into the update, and at the end of the day, we received a lot of free content for the game, so we still gotta be grateful. And if you're going to criticize the game, make sure you're actually saying something meaningful and not just whining. No hate to anyone in this video either, by the way. Anyways though, let's get straight into it with the biggest complaint, that being the new map. Personally, at first glance, I actually kind of liked the map, but after playing on it, I instantly stopped liking it. First of all, design-wise, this honestly resembles a casino more than it resembles a soccer stadium. I don't see any appeal in covering every facet of the map in these bright, glowing parts, and what I particularly hate is how enclosed the whole thing is. It feels like you're stuck indoors, stuck in a box more than playing in an open soccer stadium. In my opinion, they should really go back to their old map design and just improve off of that, or just make a new map that takes heavy inspiration off of real stadiums. Another big complaint I see is that the colors are too saturated, and I have to 100% agree with you guys. The colors on this new map are just an eyesore, and the new grass color is simply nasty. But moving on to the biggest flaw of this new map, the performance. You guys have been commenting on my videos and leaving messages in the Discord that the map does not run well on mobile devices. And I have a friend that plays on a laptop that has also told me that his performance heavily dropped with the new map. This is simply unacceptable, and I don't know how on earth the testers didn't catch on to this. Not being able to enjoy the update because of a new map destroying your performance really sucks, and it should have resulted in the devs immediately reverting the map. Next up, onto the second biggest complaint, the goalkeeper nerfs. Everyone is complaining that the new goalkeeper hitbox is too small and that it's impossible to save anything anymore. And this is where I actually disagree with you guys. I think that the goalkeeper nerf was absolutely necessary for this game. Goalkeepers were so unbelievably overpowered before this rework, and it was so unfun trying to score against a real goalkeeper because of how OP they were before this update. I think most people are overreacting with how bad the nerfs were. As long as you're playing on Gogamaru, it's by no means impossible to save shots, and it's actually requiring skill now to save things instead of just diving with your hitbox that covers the entire goal. As you can see in these clips I'm playing, you can definitely save shots. The nerfs weren't that bad. But that being said, the goalkeeper rework was completely half-baked. The devs completely missed out on giving goalkeepers new options like proper rush outs, or even the simple option to dive upwards, which is so lame. And I admit that certain shots are really annoying to save and even unfair to try and save, like Bachira's Rabona shot. Later editing note here, I didn't know it at the time, but Kaiser Impact Magnus is also insanely hard to save. I just wanted to leave that in here. That shot is crazy. Then we get into another problem, the Gogamaru style. Don't get me wrong, I actually love this style, and I think it was a great addition to goalkeepers, but the devs did not put any thoughts into his flow whatsoever. Let me show you a clip of exactly what happens when you decide to pop flow as a Gogamaru. Yup, the opposite team just decides to stall until your flow runs out. This is nothing short of terrible game design. Obviously, the opponents are going to stall when they quite literally cannot score until your flow is over. This flow implementation for Gogamaru was just lazy, man. This is not fun gameplay. And that's not to mention, you literally cannot even gain flow as Gogamaru unless you take the ball up the field and start grinding flow, which no goalkeeper should ever be doing, which is just even more bad game design for Gogamaru's flow. So, how can we fix the goalkeeper position? First of all, give goalkeepers the option to dive upwards. This is just obvious. And second of all, let goalkeepers gain flow for saving shots and gain extra flow for saving a shot with Gogamaru's Scorpion Kick. And remove their ability to gain flow normally. This just leads to flow farming. Next, let's rework how Gogamaru's flow works. Instead of activating it normally like other flows, you should be able to activate your Gogamaru flow secretly. And maybe even if someone else already has their flow active. Because of how much more difficult it would be to get a full flow bar as goalkeeper, this would be completely fair in my opinion. And being able to activate your flow secretly completely solves the stalling problem. Now yes, being able to activate your flow secretly would mean the removal of that one flow activation cutscene, but I mean, come on you guys, imagine how cool it would be having someone take a shot at you last second of the game. Boom, you fish kick it away, no one saw that coming, you win the game for your team. How cool would that be, you guys? Gogamaru needs a secret flow in this game. And also you guys, it's not like this would be unbalanced either, because you would still need to activate your flow at the right time or risk completely wasting it for a shot that wasn't even hard to save, keeping this proposed flow rework balanced. Now that I've covered the two biggest problems plaguing the update and proposed straightforward solutions, I want to quickly talk about another concern with the game that still exists after this update. And this is going to be a bit of a rant, so bear with me here. To me, I've been disappointed time and time again with how little innovation is done through the updates. It seems like every single flow skill consists of a cutscene followed by a powerful shot. Almost every single flow skill in the game is like this. Click a button, boom, cutscene. Cutscene ends, boom, you shoot the ball. Like, come on, Azurlatch devs, you're capable of being so much more creative than this. For the love of God, please try something new with your flow skills. I don't care if the updates take longer, just give us some original game design instead of instant cutscenes. Tell me in the comments if I'm alone on this or not with this opinion, but this has just gotten really annoying for me. There is unlimited potential and updates for this game. I could think of a million new content ideas, and yet every single one has been the same formula of content. New characters, no new mechanics. Azurlatch's gameplay is just so linear, and with each update it becomes clear that the devs have little intention of spicing up the gameplay formula, and that just saddens me because Azurlatch has huge potential and it's seemingly all going to waste. Imagine if we got corner kicks, throw-ins, free kicks, chemical reactions, defending reworks, clashing, anything bro, anything other than new characters with reskinned moves. Azurlatch's gameplay loop is just get the ball, dribble past everyone fairly easily, look at the goal, click one button, then score. It's been like this since release. Don't even get me started on how terrible defending is in this game. Once someone is in front of you, you quite literally can't do anything but aimlessly chase them, never being able to reach them, and just watching them effortlessly score. But the sad question is, do the devs even care? Nothing has changed for Azurlatch's core gameplay loop since the game released almost 4 months ago, which is really concerning, considering the gameplay flaws have been non-stop criticized since release. And there have been so many incredible suggestions made in the Discord for gameplay mechanic additions, and every single one has went ignored. I don't know, man, I just hope the devs can spice up the gameplay somehow, add some actual new mechanics, cause it's just getting boring, man. And I absolutely have to give a shout out to this fellow YouTuber. He made a video on Azurlatch almost an entire 2 months ago where he was criticizing the gameplay, and I recommend you guys check it out. It's insane how even 2 months later all of these issues he talks about still exist within the game. Remembering about watching his video is what inspired me to make this section in my video, so once again I urge you guys to go watch his video and listen to what he had to say about the game as a new player. That's the end of my rant. I'm not trying to hate, I care about this game and that's why I really don't like the direction it's going in. Hopefully the devs saw this video and that they can take some points away from this, and the community and other YouTubers should be more vocal about the issues that are destroying this game, in a way that is constructive of course. And yeah, that's about it for my video. I don't like making Yap content, but I felt like this video had to be made. I just really wanted to represent the community a bit. Please let me know what your thoughts are in the comments, and I'll see you all in the next one.